oh, there it is. Sorry, the bit. Okay, so here's the way the electrical system is going to work on this thing. I'm going to hook up. I'm pretty sure these don't need a clear line of sight. I don't think they need extra space. I think it's just the other ones that need that. So basic universal cable. I could upgrade this to a larger cable, but I don't really need to. So drop down 3 photovoltaic cells on top of the basic universal cable. These are going to split. Basically, this line is going to split. And on the one side, it's going to go over to. Let me grab my wrench. It's going to go over to the oxygen collectors over here. There's the power. Okay, so that should connect. So right now the collect is working. I see particles. We have oxygen. The oxygen collector is working. What time is it? It is. Still got a fair amount of day. This thing is more than fully powered, collecting 720 oxygen per second. I believe. I think that's plenty. I don't remember off the math off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that is plenty of oxygen. So we now have oxygen coming, but we need to compress it in order to put in our tanks. That's the next phase. But we also need oxygen pipe. I know I brought a couple stacks of that. I can remember which bag I put it in. There we go. Oxygen pipe. So this stuff. So the power is here. The oxygen might be actually on the other side. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so we're going to go like this. And then I'm kind of afraid to use a builder's wand for oxygen pipe because I don't know what it's going to actually try to use because I've got so many similar building materials on me right now. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's so much easier to go up and down in space than it is to the side because of the momentum. I don't know, maybe I'll fix that in a later version, but for the moment, that is no bueno. Come on. So once I get this oxygen pipe, okay, no, let's try this way. That's right, standing on the rail and doing it like this. I won't be able to do this eventually because I'll have the cable there. Yeah, this is much faster. That went off. See when you go off the rails? Speaking of rails, I'm really looking forward to one of the projects we're hoping to get to in space, which is building a Minecraft rail cart system up in space. So we're towards Space Railroad. I think that's going to be pretty awesome. Now here's the tricky bit. This is not going to connect directly per se, because of the way that oxygen functions, and I just because of power and consistency. See sun's going down, so they're going to start losing power pretty soon. But I think, you know what? That's actually not. Well, no, I think that's okay. I brought an energy cell. If I need to, I can use an energy cell on that thing temporarily. So we have the oxygen here. We also made an oxygen storage module. So I think this needs to be powered, to be honest. I'm not certain about that. So this, actually, can I get some skystone? Just one. Here? No, not there. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm building a space station. You're watching videos. So I think you just go like that, and that connected automatically, but wrong direction, I think. Well, it should have 2. Yeah, okay, so this thing has 2 pathways, and it's filling up with oxygen. That's what I was hoping for. A lot of oxygen, actually. So you can put tank here, use it connected. I'm 90% sure that this thing will only accept oxygen. I don't think it will allow you to take oxygen from it, but you know what? Let me just check, because if it does, that would be kind of awesome. Oh, sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, in order to get that from I think you need an oxygen decompressor, which I did not make. So we have that. And I also brought with me a little bit of sealed oxygen pipe. Where did I put it? Here we go. And I shouldn't need too much of this, though. Just like 1 or 2 is fine. What I do is attach that. Sure didn't glitch on me. Attach that. And attach that. Now this should now function like just like wiring would. Oxygen to there, oxygen to here. This thing is now actually full of oxygen. That's great. This is exactly what I was worried about having before. So let's get down into the main module. See where it came out. There it is. Okay, it's not ideal, but it's workable. I can make do with that. And actually, I think I'll move it later. But for now, I want it so I can actually get access to it. So the pipe goes here, and this actually is not a terrible place to put the oxygen compressor, but it's not going to be a permanent place for it. There we go. So oxygen compressor, and this thing I think it needs from the side, to be honest. So the lighting here is a little bit wonky, but it's fine. Drop that, hit that, and hit with a wrench, and I just think it's not powered, which is going to be a problem. Actually, yeah, you know what? Okay, I have to. I'm running low on oxygen, so at the moment I have to sort of cheat and use possibly the best thing you can bring into space is a battery, or in this case, a hardened energy cell. So just drop this here, and I've had a lot of trouble with this thing. Decrease the output by a lot. This thing does not need that much RF power. I'm going to have it output. I think that should do it. No, that didn't do it. Try that. No, that didn't work either. Oh, is it? You know what? Just do it all sides. Why is it not picking up power? Oh, I think I know why. Did I put it on the wrong side? No, I don't think so. Why is this not accepting power? Oh, yeah, it's good because, like I said before, Galacticraft power is derpy. Fortunately, mechanism power is a lot better. So I know from Overworld that this setup does work. There we go. Mechanism power going in. Get the tanks. Well, only one at a time, but close enough. Eventually, I'm going to have 2, but oh, sorry, that's input. This is output. Okay, power working. It's getting oxygen, and it'll take us a little bit of time. But these are large tanks, so one will recharge fairly soon. And I'm pretty sure how much is in there? 720. The maximum for a how much is it? I don't know. I think it's like 3,000. So we're gonna use up most of this storage module, I think, in doing this. But I am fine with that. Curious how much power up. Come on. Okay, I think it makes a little bit of difference if you turn off and then back on your jetpack to get this thing working. There we go. I'm just curious. I think you can actually tell. Okay. Oh, there it is. In the AI, it's showing me efficiency 93%. Oh, it's daytime again. This thing is producing. It has an internal buffer of wow. Okay. This is going to be great. These things produce total of 120 RF per tick. That is actually a lot of power. So once we get a whole lot of these things, this thing is going to cook. One downside though is I don't think photovoltaic cells do not have a GUI, so I can't recharge things like my jetpack because it's starting to get down in the power. And I did not bring an energetic infuser with me or anything similar. Although, to be honest, I think the mechanism solar panels do actually have a recharge, so I may think about bringing one of those up into space. But this is pretty cool. We've got a basic power system, and we've got a basic oxygen system. I am extremely pleased with that. Okay, so I've been recording for a while here, and we've got a start to this. Wait, cardboard box and work files. I don't know. I think they work. I think they work anything with inventory. Okay, so I've got to start in this. I'm going to fill out basically what you've seen so far. Get these modules working here. So this has been Kankadia for Bevo's Tech Pack on Trionysus server, and we're in space, baby. See y'all next time. Okay, so quick little addendum to the last session. Trionysus is actually helping me with a bit of a space rescue. I did everything I needed pretty much to get back to the overworld from space. The one thing I forgot to do, though, is that even though I do have partially filled fuel canisters, I do not have a fuel loader, and you need a fuel loader in order to get this thing into there. You also need a power source, which I do have. Fortunately, because I have the ender pouch, I can just click on that, and Trionysus just put one of the fuel loaders and a battery from the roof onto here. So I can just get this over here, and this eventually will be one of the top modules, so this is not like a temporary spot. So that, drop in battery, put in partially full container, and I'm pretty sure that is actually enough fuel to get me back to the overworld. But we'll find out. Okay, it is. It says I'm gonna try. Let's get an internal buffer. Okay, just grab it and go. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here because I need to make another one anyway. So this thing should now have enough power to get back there. Let's find out. At 14, it is 60% full. I think that's enough to get me back to the overworld. Let's find out. Okay, see if this works. Blasting off. So, the end of a first successful mission to the... That's kind of cool. The whole thing shakes while you're doing this. First successful mission to the space station. We have basic power and oxygen. I was also able to invite both Eddie and Trionysus because they're both on the server right now. Here's the one jetpack there. I'm pretty sure people have to be on the server in order to invite them, and it's just the way it functions. So I don't have to do anything special with space or anything like that. I'm kind of curious about the build limit because this thing seems pretty tall. Yeah. Okay, so we're passing 700, so it's very possible the build limit is similar to that in the overworld. So I don't really have to worry about building things too tall. But on the other hand, though, I mean, check this out. This thing, you know, it doesn't have to be that big. It really doesn't. It just has to be big enough for people to, you know, to get into, to resupply, and to move on to the individual building projects. Eventually, I want to have. There we go. Okay, into the menu, overworld. Click again. There's I'm calling it spawn station on Organic Idea. But I actually want to click on the overworld. I'm pretty sure it will land me where I landed off, but I have no idea. I think it's actually relative to where you took off, so it might be a little bit off the science building. Let's see. Launching. So 60% fuel was enough to get me up, so excellent. Cool. Parachute deployed. And there's a parachest right next to me. Nice. Very successful first flight. Touching down now. There we go. It brought me exactly precisely where I took off from. Up a little bit of server lag there. Question. Oh, ow! Sorry, I haven't quite got my Earth legs back. There it is. By the way, that's where my parachest was. Thank you. So grab that. Okay, that is weird though. So even though I put 60% in there, it still gives me, oh, okay, 400. Are you telling me this thing only used, because it's 1,000 MB, it's a millibucket, does this thing only use 200 millibuckets to get from, okay, that's just wonky. I mean, it's possible the upper tiers need more fuel, but that is wonky. Yeah, this thing, yeah, there you go. It actually breaks a lot faster now. Oh, creepers. So now, thank you everybody for your help, and I'll see you all next time.